On top of that, breaking news for you, bottom of your screen, one person has lost their lives in this explosion down in the Johannesburg CBD, Bree Street in that area. There's a major explosion yesterday afternoon. The scene still one of chaos this morning. Joburg residents, in fact, advised to avoid Bree Street completely and even some of the routes around Bree Street. We'll give you details of that in a bit. Let's get you the latest, though, on what we know about this from authorities. And Mgcini Tshwaku is the MMC for Community Safety joining me this morning. MMC, hello to you. Good morning. What do we know at what is now 7:15? What are you hearing? What's the latest?
Well, good morning, Gareth, and good morning to your viewers this morning. Yes, at this point in time, we are at the Mary Fitzgerald Square. That's why I'm taking this interview here. I'm in my car, I just arrived. Yes, you are correct. After we've left, we've requested that the EMS and the JMPD must do, the clean sweep around the area and move some of the cars which were overhauled because of that, the explosion. So while we're doing that, we discovered a body that was actually squashed by a taxi. It looks as if the taxi, it went up and then it actually went on top of someone. So during the day, when we could not really, we didn't actually find anyone. But when we're doing a clean sweep at night, we managed to find that actually body. And the situation is still the same as reported by the Premier. We have, the 41 injuries. And now there's an additional one death that we have confirmed. Even the Chief of Police of JMPD have confirmed that with me and the EMS. So the situation is still calm, collected. Remember, we're going to have a press conference at about 7 o'clock just to update in terms of what's happening. The traffic, there's a lot of people that are coming in to work in town in CBD. We've cordoned the area. Remember, as we have agreed yesterday, all of us, that we're going to condone minimally. We can't do, a 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer that we're going to close the whole city. So there's a minimal there's a minimum, the condoning of the area is very, minimum in those key areas that we've identified.
Trying to have a minimum impact on the flow of traffic around the area, MMC. I know there's this briefing, as you say, 7 o'clock, and we will take that live, I'm sure, here on eNCA. I just want to get a thought from the community safety perspective. There were residents on Twitter, on social media last night, saying that there was gas fumes in the area. Is it safe for people, even pedestrians, to be walking around there? What are we advising them? Is there still any concern about these gas fumes being in the area?
Please, Gareth, the place has been cordoned off. Yes, there is a very strong pungent smells, more acid-like, more like, your hydrogen sulfide, H2S, like, the rotten egg, sort of. But the guys were saying that it was like methane, but you can't smell, the methane. But we did get a confirmation from the Egoli gas that their pipe, which is like 100 millimeter, it's a very small pipe, is actually leaking. So it's not safe for people to come to the area. And I saw some bystanders wanting to come and have a look at the site where there's this explosion. It is still not safe at all. That's why we've actually condoned the area. And we request everyone, please, can we just ensure that we actually clear around this area. Yes, they still smell. I'm from there. Then they still smell around the area. The EMS and Egoli gas people, they are here. JMPD, we've reinforced it. We've deployed about 200. The JMPDs around the area. So we're going to do the thorough investigations because we can't 100% pinpoint what caused the explosion, but we think that the explosion might be the cause of the gas leak that is happening right now in terms of the Egoli gas. So
have they not turned that gas line off, MMC? Forgive me. So that's the first, I think, we're hearing that there might be this nick, as you said, in this Egoli gas line under the road. Are they not able to turn it off? What has Egoli gas been saying to you? How are they helping in the situation?
Yes, look, they're saying that it has been turned off. sometime, the midnight after we sort of left, like actually that, and also some of the water which is there. But we are actually going to get now the briefing from them. I just spoke to them, just now, but we didn't touch on the issue in terms of the closures and the make safe, because I had to come to you guys. Yeah. So we're going to have a 5-minute briefing now, because we said everything must be shut down. I think even some of the transformers around the areas, the city power has actually switched on some of the light just to minimize the sources of ignition. So the area is still, at this point in time, we don't know what is the cause of the explosion. So we really do advise people to really stay clear and do that. So I know, people have been making, that the equally gas have been there. We've been testing the gas as well, in terms what type of the gas. They actually brought in some experts, which will tell us in terms what exactly is the gas which is coming out there.